Yo, what's going on, chat? So today, if you saw the video of the title, you already know what's going on, but we are here to talk about the Novablast 5 and the fact that I am having to retire them at only 146 miles. Before I jump into it, the 5 is a good shoe, good ride, comfortable ride. I did enjoy it while it lasted, but my main concern and issue with it is the longevity of the midsole here. If you're clicking this video, you're probably already aware about the Novablast 5, so I'm not really going to go into the paper specs or anything like that. So I've been using them pretty much just only aerobic runs. So usually those are between 3 to 6 miles, maybe seven. In terms of time, like usually like 30 to 60 minutes on the day. I never really use them like back to back. There may be a few days where I had used them the following day again, but they get pretty spaced out within my shoe rotation. I've used them on like two long runs. Like one was about 10 miles, and the other one was maybe 14 miles. I don't think any intensity was in there. I did one threshold workout like on its second run ever on the shoes, and it was like a threshold like pyramid workout. So 15, 10, 15 minute. Oh no, 10, 15, like 15, 10, 15 minutes, 5 minutes aerobic jog in between. Other than that, there was not really much, intensity, no really hammering down on the shoe, just aerobic, comfortable miles as much as I can. And so I'm finding out today, after today's run, that I was getting some like discomfort, particularly in my left foot. This was throughout the first mile. I kind of wanted to chalk it up as like this like fatigue or soreness from yesterday's workout. Yesterday was a 5 by mile at threshold workout, half mile float, and so I was like, okay, maybe it's just fatigue, and I just got to ease up a little bit. And usually like throughout a run, like it takes me about maybe 2 miles tops to really get warmed up, so before the mechanics start feeling smooth again. And so throughout the second mile, I was just like, it's not getting easier. The run is actually starting to feel a little bit harder. And so I turned around just for the sake of, for peace of mind, and I switched to the Evo SL. Technically, I should have just switched to another pair of Novablast 5s, but I did run in those recently, and I know exactly how they're feeling. And the fact that this shoe was giving me a problem during today's aerobic run, I was like, let me just switch to a shoe that personally I find even like not as comfortable because of my mechanics and the shoe's geometry. And with the Evo SL, the run was perfectly smooth, no issues other than the shoes itself, which is the tongue. But that's a whole other topic to discuss. In terms of how the shoe's holding up, upper is honestly I think perfectly fine. The midsole looks pretty good. There's no like I don't know. There's only some. The midsole only has like some creases. It's gonna be hard to see because I'm using the MacBook webcam. But yeah, there's like some creases from just general use, and the bottom on the outsole is actually pretty all right. Like the Ahar low is. Yeah, there's some wear, and it's like some of the texture of it has like rubbed away, but I don't think it's been like worn down. And there are some exposed parts of the midsole that are starting to like scuff up, and this is kind of like I think this happens around like it started happening around the 100 mile mark, and so this was kind of expected. The shoe's gonna start compressing more, and it's gonna start making more contact with the ground. But yeah, like the shoe itself, you wouldn't even expect it to have any issues, and I was not expecting it because it looks perfectly fine. This almost looks barely worn, to be honest. And because of the fact that I had to switch shoes, I was like, maybe it's time to retire these bad boys. It could just be me. Maybe it's the pair. Maybe it's like a quality control thing, or maybe they're slightly defective. I don't know. I might give it some time and see maybe with fresher legs and maybe some time for maybe the shoe needs more rest. I don't know. It's been several days since I had used the shoe, but I might try to take him out for one more run just to see. And if I'm still getting that same discomfort and I can't comfortably ride the shoe anymore on aerobic paces, then it's gonna have to be that. It'll just be like a walking grocery store shoe. I think that's it. Yeah, see you, chat.